Nice. Still got 5 seconds for me. Now for me.
Oh my gosh, we're back. We're back. We're back. Season 3, Motorsports 360. It feels good. It's February. Racing season's just around the corner. And let me be the first one to say that Motorsports 360 is back in your life. Oh, man. What's up? Live from my Brockport room, I am Marty Sakala. It's season 3. It's episode 1. We changed the game up of this show. 2 shows a week, and plus your calls as well. As well as these 2 panelists. We got, I'll call him now my co-host. Why not? He and I were the original founders of the show. Michael Kelly.
Yeah, darn right. Cars are on track this Friday.
Yeah, finally.
I can't wait.
Dilly.
We got Cody Smart, our returning panelist from last season.
Yes, I indeed am. And yes, hello YouTube. How's it going today? Yes, I know I haven't posted too much videos lately, but I swear, at least my channel's more active than it was the past couple years. I'll say that.
And then finally, we've got Justin Zidell.
Yep. Hello, everyone.
He's a new guy for this season.
Yep. Hello, everybody. Excited to join Motorsports 360. Can't wait for a great season.
Man, gentlemen, it's been a while. I'll tell you that. What's been the worst part of the offseason besides missing NASCAR? What's the best part of the offseason right now for you guys? Whoever wants to speak.
Probably Monster Jam going on right now.
Well, for
getting
me,
into the new anime.
Well, for me, it's been snowcross and supercross. When NASCAR ends, that means the Friday after NASCAR is the kickoff to snowcross season. By the way, a week from Friday, I'll be headed to, a week from Saturday, I will be making the trip down to Salamanca for the snowcross races, like I recorded last year. Won't be doing it on Friday because of some radio stuff, but I'll be going down Saturday, be there all day. It's going to be fun, I'll tell you that. But holy cow. What a Super Bowl we had, by the way. I know it's Motorsports 360. I want to talk Super Bowl. Holy cow.
Well, in case you guys didn't notice, my Jacksonville Jaguars made it to the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
And my Buffalo Bills finally made it to the playoffs for the first time in many, many years.
Defeating Marty's Buffalo Bills.
Hey, I don't care. We made the playoffs, bro.
And my Detroit Lions are still not that great of a team. But, with the new head coach and the new defense.
That got me up, Patricia. Cody, do you watch football? Did you watch the Super Bowl or no?
I did watch the Super Bowl. Man, that was really interesting. Let me tell you. I was watching the game last night, not last night, the other night. And I tell you, I have a good story about an interesting roommate rivalry and the suite upstairs from me. Oh my goodness, that was actually really interesting right there.
One was Patriots and one was Eagles. That's funny. You guys are watching right now. Get into the chat. Talk to me about the Super Bowl. What did you guys like? What you guys not like about it?
Well,
oh my goodness! I thought that the final seconds of play, I thought Brady was going to do something there for a moment because he's Tom Brady. But
they almost had the Hail Mary.
The final pass, though, Tom Brady to Rob Gronkowski, it almost worked.
Dude, that Nick Foles trick play in the second quarter on 4th down, that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's remember, Tom Brady could not do that. So would that mean that Nick Foles is the greatest of all time?
He dropped the ball. He fumbled.
Nick Foles thing that Tom Brady couldn't do, therefore he is the GOAT.
Yeah. What was your guys' favorite commercial?
Real quick, I want to throw out 2 fun facts for you guys. First one, that was 1,100 yards of offense in one game.
That's the most, right?
That not only is that the most in playoff history, that is the most in NFL history. And Tom Brady threw the most passing yards either in the Super Bowl or the playoff era One of the two. 505. So there you go.
Nice. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Derek Hamill saying he was well surprised how dumb Belichick is. Not a big Belichick guy. I did the first meme, by the way. I'll tell you this. The first meme I saw on Facebook, like right when the game ended, I loaded up Facebook. The first meme I see, Bill Belichick yelling at the ref saying, "I want my money back."
Wow, really?
Brett Silver is mad his home team lost. I'm guessing he's a New England Patriots fan. And Hamill's a big Nick Foles fan because he says "Say Nick." But anyway, Derek says, okay, as a Yinzer, I'm celebrating the Patriots' downfall by buying an Eagles dog mask. Here's how I celebrate the Patriots losing. I just wore my Bills jersey on yesterday to celebrate. I would have done like something, but like drink like a soda or something like that because you guys all know. Oh, speaking of drinks, I want everybody to get a drink. Everyone get out a drink. We're going to make a toast.
Yeah, there's nothing in my cup.
Season 3 of Motorsports 360 is here. Let's have a great 2018. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Wide right. Shut up, Derek. No, just kidding. But yeah, going back to what I was asking you guys, what was your guys' favorite commercial?
The Eli Manning and Odell Dirty Dancing one.
Oh my gosh. When I heard that music playing, I'm thinking, are they really going to do the lifting? Oh my gosh.
Greatest commercial of the night.
Hey, by the way, the Patriots are 0-3 when Eli Manning appears in a Super Bowl. You guys know that?
Now they're 3-2 in the white jerseys too.
Yeah. But yeah, you liked that. What about you two?
My favorite was like the Nachos Blaze versus the Ice Mountain Dew commercial.
Oh my gosh, that was my favorite as well. That was,
yeah, that was a great commercial.
I thought it was just an ad for Doritos Blaze, and then I see Morgan Freeman come out with Mountain Dew Ice in the same setting. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, did they just actually do that?
Another good commercial was that M&M's commercial with Danny DeVito. That was hilarious.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
With Danny DeVito, that was a good one. That's number 3 on my list.
Let's appreciate the communication majors English there. That was my favoriteest commercial.
Here was my top 5 in the advertisements category. Number 1 was the Mountain Dew Ice Doritos Blaze. Number 2 was Dirty Dancing. Number 3, the M&M's commercial. Here are the other 2 that none of you guys haven't mentioned yet. First one was the Amazon commercial. That was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
Alexa, show me recipes for a grilled cheese sandwich. Pathetic. You're 32 years old and you don't know how to make a grilled cheese sandwich. It's in the name. You bleep and bleep.
Oh, yeah. Gordon Ramsay.
Dude, that had me laughing the first time I heard that.
Yeah.
Then number 5, the Tide ads.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I watch them, all I
my
get
gosh. Especially the one with Isaiah Mustafa. The man your man could smell like. That was pretty funny. Oh, I'm in a Tide ad. The Tide ad.
Kids, don't eat Tide Pods.
Yes, don't eat Tide Pods, by the way. Derek is saying that Eli Manning is awesome.
Don't even put them in your mouth, because...
Yeah, don't put Tide Pods in your mouth. And I don't get why people would do that. That's just the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah. Just like
Tide Pods, it's not even edible. Look at the ingredients. Are there anything there? I mean, I get there's probably water in them, but anything else that is not edible, don't eat the stinking thing.
Just like what Gronk says, use Tide Pods for washing, not eating.
Yes.
Do it for the memes.
No, do not do it for the memes. If it's bad for you, don't do it for the memes.
Do it for the Vine.
No.
Don't do it for the Vine either. Here's what you should do.
Bad for you, don't do it for anything.
Just eat the spaghetti and have somebody come in and say, "Somebody touch my spaghetti."
So like dilly dilly, that's good. That can be good for you. So like Bud Light, dilly dilly, do it for the memes. All right, but anyway, what else do we want to talk about before we get into the headlines? We've got 5 minutes left before we go to the headline area. Yeah, Kirsten, we'll just get to the headlines right now. So, in case you missed this crazy offseason we've had, here is a silly season recap for you. We'll go in numerical order with the Cup Series first. StarCom Racing in the 00, they got a charter from the 27. Jeffrey Earnhardt and Derek Cope splitting the ride. Danica Patrick has a ride for the Daytona 500. The number 7 GoDaddy Chevrolet for Premium Motorsports. Chase Elliott's 24 goes to the 9. William Byron's 5 goes to the 24. Eric Almirola and Smithfield moved from Richard Petty Motorsports to the 10 for Stuart Haas Racing. Ryan Blaney inverts his numbers, goes from the 21 to the 12 for Penske. Eric Jones drops the 77 for Furniture Row Racing, goes to the 20 for Joe Gibbs Racing. Matt Kenseth has stopped full-time at racing. Paul Menard goes from the 27 to the 21. Michael McDowell moves from the 95 to the 34. Landon Castle, by the way, still does not have a ride yet. Someone give him a ride, please.
Yeah.
Bubba Wallace moves up to Cup in the 43 as RPM switches from Ford to Chevrolet. Ray Black Jr. and Justin Marks will split the 51 this season as Cody Ware is now going to attempt to race Superbikes. Cole Way and Corey LaJoy are splitting the 72, by the way. Just announced today, Corey LaJoy driving part-time, driving for TriStar Motorsports. Alex Bowman is taking over the 88 full-time as Junior's gone into retirement, which I believe no one has known. No, I'm just kidding. Everyone knows that. And finally, Casey Kane's going to the 95 full-time. And as well, new team, Ricky Band Racing, going from trucks to Cup. David Gilliland in the 92. Going into the Xfinity Series, Matt tipped to the 2. Tyler Reddick goes full-time into the 9 for Junior Motorsports. Ryan Truex now in the 11 for College Racing, moving up. Brandon Jones switching teams going to the 19. Christopher Bell moves up to the 20. Kaz Gralla moves up as well, goes to the 24. Joey Gase going to the 35. A new team this season, Go Fast Racing, going Xfinity Series racing as well. John Nemechek going part-time in the 42. Also just announced Josh Bilecki to the 45. And finally, the 60 is split between Ty Majeski, Austin Cindric, and Chase Briscoe. In the truck series, we got 3 of them. Cody Coughlin into the 2, Jordan Anderson into the 3 for his own team, and Todd Gilliland in the 4 part-time for Rookie of the Year. And then we go to the IndyCar series. There's a lot here, so pay attention. All Brazilian lineup is rookie Matheus Leist in the 4, and Tony Kanaan is going to be in the 14. For Andretti Autosports, Stephen Wilson in the 25 in the Indy 500. Zach Veach full-time in the 26 coming up from Indy Lights. Carlos Munoz will drive in the Indy 500 in the 29. And finally, Alexander Rossi and Marco Andretti will swap rides. So Rossi will go from the 98 to the 27 and vice versa for Marco. Charlie Kim and Max Chilton moved from Ganassi Racing to Carlin Racing. They will be driving the 23 and the 59 respectively, and I'm pretty sure they'll have the same sponsors. Ed Jones moves up from Dale Coyne Racing to the 10 for Chip Ganassi Racing. Meanwhile, the 19 will be split between Zachary Clement DeMello and Pietro Fittipaldi. At Carpenter Racing, Jordan King will be racing the road course races in the 20, as we all know who's driving in the ovals. Spencer Pidgeot will now drive the 21. Gabby Chavez on the 88 for Harding Racing will now go full-time. Juncos Racing is now going to be in the IndyCar Series, as Renee Binder and Kyle Kaiser will split time. Michael Shea Racing, the popular sports car team in IMSA, they will now go IndyCar Racing for select races. Takuma Sato will join Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing in a second car in the number 30. And finally, Schmidt-Peterson Motorsports becomes a Canadian team with Robert Wickens driving the 6 Formula 7. No update on Danica Patrick. And now, finally, Joseph Newgarden is going to drive the championship number 1 this season, formerly piloted by Simon Pagenaud. It's Piggott, not Pidgeot. Every time I mess that up. Thank you, Derek. So some other big news that came out today. MTJ, Martin Truex Jr.'s girlfriend, Sherry Pollux, rang the bell, which you know what that means. She completed her final treatment of chemotherapy. She was diagnosed with stage 3 ovarian cancer in 2014 and finished treatment between the 2015 and 2016 season. But last summer, the cancer went into remission, and today, Sherry Pollux is cancer-free. New fantasy game is also launched for NASCAR. Well, NASCAR fans will have the same thing. the rules have been revamped, though. We'll go more into detail on that. I'll go more into detail on that tomorrow, probably. The word encumbered, the most confusing word in the NASCAR dictionary, has been encumbered. NASCAR will no longer use that term to describe a win that, because of a rules infraction, does not count toward qualifying for the playoffs or advancing in the playoffs. NASCAR will still issue that penalty, but will no longer use the word that has led to much confusion, not to mention some ridicule with its use. I would say just strip them. We'll now be sponsoring 2 races this season. The bowling industry continuing their racing sponsorships, so not just the Cup race at the Glen this season, and now the Xfinity race at Richmond. Also, ThorSport Racing has partnered with Ford in the Camping World Truck Series for 2018 and beyond. The lineup this season, by the way, Ben Rhodes going from the 27, going back to the 41. Also, Matt Craft and Grant Enfield keep their rides in the 88 and the 98, respectively. And finally, some IndyCar news from the offseason. In the wake of the Justin Wilson fatal crash from 2015 and Formula One's introduction of the Halo, IndyCar will be testing a windscreen to increase driver safety. The test will take place on February 8th at the ISM Raceway, formerly known as the Phoenix International Raceway. All right, with that said, we got 44 minutes of discussion time here. So we'll be doing 2 shows a week. One recapping the race on Thursday, talking about what we expect for the next race. So we're just going to recap the offseason and probably on some 2017 as well. All right, so if you do want to be a part along the show, we're going to do call-ins now. How is this going to work? Well, I'm glad you asked. You go on to Google Hangouts. Just send me a message saying you want to call in. Send me your email address as well, so I know to send you out the email. So you got to check your emails, obviously. Tell me as well what you want to talk about before I invite you into the YouTube chat. Well, not the YouTube chat, the call. You'll only get probably 2 minutes or so, something like that, to talk, and then I'll have to kick you out or something like that, or you'll have to leave on your own. Anyway, let's get on to the first question. By the way, if you want to send me that message, just look up my name, but it's not ending with a Y, it's ending with an I-N. So just try and look me up on there, and I'll be there. I won't do my email. I won't get out my email. Some of you probably already know it. Anyway, first question is, how was your off-season? By the way, here's how we're going to do discussion time now. First one to speak just gets to speak. How was your off-season?
It's fine. Kind of boring at the same time because there's no NASCAR. Monster Jam back, it kind of helps me get through it. Yeah.
Well, we did have snowcross and supercross, which kept us in business during the off-season. Snowcross will start immediately after NASCAR, but supercross starting in January. But yeah, I had some stuff to do. It was a good off-season for me. We had football. Got to root for the Bills a bunch.
Yeah.
So yeah. How was your Christmas as well, by the way, you guys?
My Christmas? Kind of weird though, because it was actually past Christmas was the first time I didn't go up to my grandparents, due to the weather and all the snow. I usually go up to my grandparents every year.
All right.
Yep.
Michael, how was your off season?
Before the off season was tough for me with NASCAR and just football. I wasn't as interested in it, and with the Jaguars being as successful as they were, it helped a lot with getting through it. Really did, and I enjoyed it. I actually enjoyed my off season thoroughly. It was a lot of fun, and Jaguars broke my heart, but that's just the way she goes, I guess. And Christmas was very quiet. We didn't have any family come down this year, and just kind of relaxed and did our own thing,
Yeah.
All right. Cody, what about you? I haven't heard about you yet.
My off season was kind of decent. Like as a first year in college, go Cats. I actually began my off season like with my final weeks in the first semester before finals. So my semester pretty much ended like in the middle of December. Christmas was all right. It was pretty good. It was a little weird because instead of going to my grandparents for Christmas, we ended up going to my aunt's. So that was kind of interesting itself. And then I enjoyed a month-long break starting from the middle of December to go back in mid-January. And now, just to revamp some things, I have a single space now for the rest of the school year. So, yeah. Well, yeah, second semester starting all right. You know, it's like a more
All
intense
right.
schedule.
All right,
Whatnot. But
cool.
yeah, I'm glad NASCAR's back and certainly looking forward to the clash this weekend.
Yeah, me too. We'll talk about more about that on Thursday. Let's go into the Rolex 24, which we had, I believe it was last week. Derek, you can call in whenever you want. You can join whenever. But yeah, what was your favorite moment in the? How'd you like that Rolex 24, and what was your favorite moment in it?
Rolex 24.
Rolex 24. Decent race, I suppose. I don't know if I necessarily had a favorite moment in it. Didn't really get to pay attention to it that much as I was hoping I would, but I'm sure it was a great race. I heard that the battle in the GT Le Mans, I think. No, it was GT Daytona, maybe. Was getting pretty close at the end, but I guess close is like
Yeah,
12.
I was focused on the GT races in the Rolex 24 because you guys all know me. I'm rooting for the Fords in GT Le Mans and in GT Daytona. I'm rooting for the Lexuses. Tough rate for the Lexus, but I was really happy with the Fords winning. How long did you stay up for the Rolex 24? Like, how many hours did you watch around, Michael?
I saw the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the beginning of it, and then I think I started in on it again about 8 o'clock. Watched till about 11, and then I didn't watch it again until an hour to go.
Yeah, I only watched like a few hours of it, like probably I watched all day. I like from like 9 a.m. to the end of the race. I watched the Saturday night of it. I don't know. I think I got home like 6:30 from my game that night, so I probably only got to watch like 4 hours of it. Cody, did you watch it or no?
Oh, I watched the race. I don't know how many hours I watched it for. It was probably like about 5 to 6 hours ish, especially like at the beginning and at the end. But out of it all, I think my favorite moment was when that Lexus made that epic save while battling with one of the prototype cars. Like, that save was absolutely epic. Probably my favorite moment in that race overall. I mean, it's hard to make a save like what that Lexus did and not get too much damage out of it. So I'm really impressed.
Justin, make this quick because I want to get our first call in here in a moment. Justin, did you watch the Rolex 24?
Yes, some of it.
How many hours?
About maybe over 1, 2, kind of. Like I saw the beginning, I saw the end.
Oh wow, only 1 hour. You're not a sports car guy, then you gotta watch many hours of it. Like for example, when I went to the 6 hour race, the Glen, I mean I was only there for like 1 hour, but I watched the rest of the 5 hours.
Yeah, but
on my phone and at home.
Like, why would I just? It doesn't make sense. I mean, we gotta get some sleep as well, honestly.
Yeah,
I've stayed up all night before, but
like I know Roger Penske though. He stayed up for the entire 24 hours. I'll tell you that. That man's a legend.
He's committed.
Wait to our first call in here. We got Derek Hamill here. Hello, Derek.
Hello there.
All right, Derek, what's on your mind today?
I just wanted to go and talk about the Daytona 500 schemes.
All right.
The first one that comes to my mind is David Regan's Speed Co. scheme.
Yes, he just released his Speed Coast scheme today. I'm gonna take a let me load it up here on Safari and present it to you guys.
Yeah,
If I
that was
can.
one.
You're right. But yeah, that was just announced as well. Speed Coal sponsorship for the Daytona 500. There it is right there. Thank you, Derek.
No problem.
I'll present it to everyone here. But yeah, that scheme, it looks not bad. Just a blue scheme with the yellow trim. You know, kind of makes me think a little bit of the I'm trying to think what it makes me think of. Maybe Jimmy Johnson's scheme from last year. Hang on. Sorry, I messed it up. Oh, sorry. All right, go ahead.
The numbers on one of the sides are like tilted a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, absolutely. My favorite scheme, I'd say, for the Daytona 500 right now, I'm liking William Byron's Liberty University. The Exalta scheme with the flames on. Oh my gosh, that
one's my favorite.
Yes,
that one's my favorite.
Yes.
Well,
All right, Michael, what's your favorite?
I'm pulling up the list of if it's still okay, it's not here. I was trying to find the list of paint schemes on Reddit, but their list isn't here.
Yeah.
So based off of memory, you know, I really like that they gave an update to Austin Dillon's 3 car.
Yeah, I like that too.
Nice.
Cody, what's your favorite?
Favorite what?
Paint scheme for the Daytona 500.
My favorite paint scheme for a Daytona 500. I haven't really paid attention to really much, but I am gonna be honest, and I'm gonna say the Chase Elliott paint scheme.
You're gonna give me
a good one as well. I like that one.
Man, that
give me
was
going
good.
now, Marty. Casey Kane's
That one is nice. Yeah, that's
Oh,
actually
that
Calvin's
one's good.
favorite.
The complete makeover. Love it.
I hope
Another
that because I'll get
another good scheme is Brendan Gaughan's 62.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah, I actually like that Gons driving the 62.
Finally,
Daytona 500.
No, another
long
good
enough.
scheme is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. scheme. You know, the blue.
That house, I haven't really seen his.
No,
Oh yeah, I have seen that Fast No scheme. Yeah, I kind of like the one from last year though.
yeah, but it looks really nice though. You know, the blue.
All the schemes are looking much better than 2017. I think it says something has to do with this like Monster Energy sponsorship or something because Monster makes people look cool. NASCAR wants these cool.
That there's a bunch of drivers on different teams.
Yeah.
Did anyone see the?
But yeah. Hey, Derek, thanks for calling in. Thanks for the topic. Thank you for your time, man. We appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, see you, buddy. Ejecting from the call. All right. All right. So let's get to the next question here. What do you think was the biggest story in the off season?
There's a lot of big stories.
Yeah, we had a lot of big stories. I think the biggest story for me in the off season, I would have to say that Danica Patrick finally got it right for the Daytona 500 from a few weeks ago. You know, with the weeks coming up to it, I thought she wasn't really going to get this ride, to be honest. But,
I think this one's going to kind of fly under the radar because the team will figure it out and we'll see how they're going to do it in Daytona. But limiting them from 6 pit crew members to 5 on the pit stops.
Yeah, that was a big story. Oh.
I've been racking my brain about how they're going to be able to do that, and I just haven't been able to figure it out. So I'm interested to see how they're going to be able to pit the car if the time is going to slow down, what their strategy is going to be with it, who's going to carry the tire back to the other side of the car and all that fun stuff. Because the fuel man can only fuel the car, so you only got 4 guys that are working on each side of the car changing the tires. So I feel like pit times will be down significantly.
Who's getting a call?
I don't know.
And that.
Yeah, I
Then
did.
you're coming
I don't know
into
why
that.
it's coming up because I just ended it. It was one of my Hangout Squad members that tried to call. All right, there should be done.
All right.
Don't know why.
But anyway, yeah, I
Don't
think
know.
the pit stops are going to be very interesting of 2018. They're definitely going to be a lot slower. You know, like we'll see like a Kyle Larson 10.6 second pit stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, you two, what do you guys got?
Okay,
Your biggest story.
his story. Off season, that's hard.
You guys got anything?
I'm trying to think, like during the off season, not like during the 2017 season.
My biggest story, I know this ain't going to come from the Cup Series, but this is going to be a Camping Truck Series story. My biggest story, other than, okay, never mind. My biggest story would be Motorsports switching to Fords.
Oh, yeah.
The reason why I'm saying, like, biggest story is because, like, look at the Ford program. If
Yeah.
it weren't for Motorsport agreeing to join the Ford, they would pretty much be done for the 2018 season right off the bat. Like, the highest finishing position in points for a Ford would literally be, like, not in the top 10. I would say that. It's like, yeah, maybe if the 92 would have stayed, maybe he would have been the top 10 by barely. But that would be about it, unless Austin Hill would have picked up his game by quite a few. So, it was really a big life-saving move by Ford to get themselves in contention for the Truck Series this season in replacement of Brad Keselowski Racing shutting down. So
Yeah.
I just think that was a great game changer, and that brings Ford back to the table for contention.
All right, so I'm looking at – hang on. So Derek pointed this out in the chat. I need to make sure this is true.
But you know
It
what?
is.
You know what? Also,
All right, so this is some NBA stuff. I just saw this. Toronto is beating Boston 58-37 right now. Oh my gosh!
But guys, you know what else is a big story?
What?
You know, Richard Petty Motorsports having an alliance with Richard
Going
Childress.
Chevrolet. That's a good one.
Moving.
By the way, yeah, real quick. I know this is not a call-in, but ladies and gentlemen, the 5th guest of Motorsports 360, Mr. Kelvin LaPierre. What's up, brother?
Yeah.
What's up, man? Long time no see.
Yeah, you missed these 3 guys, haven't you?
Yeah, but
Always.
like I was trying to say, probably my biggest story is Richard Petty Motorsports having an alliance with Richard Childress Racing and then moving to Chevrolet. Yeah.
That's a big story because, you know, I think what's happening with these Z01 Camaros for this season, the aerodynamics, they're going to catch up to the Toyotas. I think RPM's making a good decision here.
Yeah. And Richard Childress is a great team, honestly. Again.
But yeah, Kelvin, we're talking about the biggest story that's coming from the off season.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them have actually come in the off season. I mean,
Yeah.
You got the changes in the Roval that have made 3 changes now.
Yes. That's a good one.
Configurations because they still have yet to figure out what they want to do with that race being the 3rd race in the chase. You also have what the other guy was just saying, Richard Petty Motorsports changing over. And you have Casey Kane going to a new team. So, I mean, there's a lot. Danica Patrick's running in her 500.
Yep, I said that.
Scheme. So, she's got her GoDaddy paint scheme, and they released the photos of her car the other day, which actually looks pretty cool. But, unfortunately, it's going to end in a wreck.
Oh. I thought you and I said that Danica could have a chance, though.
No,
I think she has a chance. I think she'll end up with a chance.
That'll never happen.
Crash.
Come on.
I think she'll end up with a chance. She'll end up with something.
Yeah. All right. I think we got all of you guys' biggest stories in the offseason. So let's go to let's recap 2017. Why not? So we've got a few stuff to talk about for 2017. I'm going to make this quick, though. I'll go this way. Favorite moment of 2017. Anyone speak?
Favorite moment. Oh, man. There was a
I think
lot of
Calvin's waiting for his moment.
honestly, there was a lot of great moments and a lot of bad moments as well. That's how the season goes, honestly.
Yeah. The biggest moment for me in the offs in 2017. This is gonna shock you. This season, for me, the biggest moment was Takuma Sato winning the Indy 500. This man has deserved it for 5 years. Oh my gosh. Because he had it in 2012, messed it up. It was the one that got away, came back to him, won it in 2017. I was so happy.
Yeah.
You guys saw my reaction on YouTube. Japan loved my reaction, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
All the comments
And
I got.
Scott Dixon as well. He had that crash.
Holy crap,
when
no.
he went in the air.
No, I'm done. Do not talk about that. Oh my gosh. That crash still scares me. Holy crap.
How is that even possible?
Oh my gosh. Especially with those wheel pods.
Yeah, and how light the cars are and how the driver's not fully protected.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd say Takuma Sato win the Indy 500. Now, if we're talking NASCAR, MTJ gained that championship.
Oh, yeah, and the dominance of the season.
Yes, the dominance, especially with his girlfriend, Sherry.
Especially all the adversity he had to go through and his Sherry Pollux and the fact that he's a single car, or well, it wasn't a single car team anymore. It's a 2-car team out of Denver, Colorado, man. I mean,
I think another great moment of 2017 was Jeremy Clements winning that Road America.
Oh my gosh! Holy crap! That's my favorite Xfinity moment. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that was the best Xfinity Series race of the 2017 season.
Truck Series, I'm gonna go with
not just the finish, but the entire race. Yeah.
Yeah, Truck Series. I'm going Parker Kligerman winning at Talladega. I didn't see that coming. I did not. Yeah, I did not see that coming at all. Now, if Stuart Friesen won Eldora, that would have been mine.
Oh man, that would be nice.
All right, Kelvin, just say it.
The Brickyard 400. And his 102 race winless streak.
I mean,
Brad Keselowski. How could you not love that finish? Kane went out to the outside to try and beat Keselowski on the outside.
And trying to take the lead
and
at
then
the same
Keselowski
time.
goes back out there after Kane couldn't get it done to try and get it done, and he couldn't. And Kane wins it on a caution. The last race that ended under that stupid rule where you had to race to the half backstretch, and it was the last one that Kane had to win it on, and I was so happy I almost ran out of Glasgow.
That stupid line, we're not going to mention that.
I mean, those last 10 laps were crazy.
I remember that. Yeah, I still remember that moment because, Kelvin, you and I went to Ransomville for the Outlaw race that night, and that got postponed. I got home just in time to watch the finish of that. Mm-hmm. I'm like, Kane won. That first night I called you up the first thing.
Yeah, but think of this, though. If that wreck with 10 laps to go never happened, Trevor Bayne could have honestly won.
Imagine if he did not wreck at the restart. I think Bayne could have won the darn thing. That would have been crazier.
I don't know. Casey Kane's car was dialed in, though. Like,
yeah, it was, yeah.
And Brad Keselowski was pretty much ready.
It was a short-run car. Casey Kane couldn't run on the long run. It was a short-run car that whole race. If it was an 8-lap race, which is what it would have been, he was gone. Casey Kane would have caught Bayne.
I think I'm gonna tell you this. I think the main reason why Casey Kane won was because not just of the short runs and not just because of that caution. Kyle Busch and MTJ took each other out in that one restart.
Yeah, those two definitely were going to be the only two.
And also it's also because he pitted as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got to add on to this.
He pitted right before the caution came out. Big wreck.
If Jimmy Johnson hadn't gotten loose and spun, I bet he would have had a good shot of winning that race. And if he wasn't blowing up too, which was...
That was crazy.
That was
blowing
awesome.
up and taking the lead at the same time.
Yeah, that was awesome. Ooh, I just hit
all right, what was your favorite
that?
Race or favorite finish or race of 2017?
Real quick, I didn't get to say what I thought the biggest moment was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I gotta say, winners. The first time winners that we had: Austin Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse. I mean, This was a
Ryan
season.
Blaney.
Right, yeah, how can you forget Ryan Blaney, bro?
Yeah, Ryan Blaney.
forget
That was a
that.
really good finish. That was a really good finish.
Yeah.
Like a battle between Harvick and Blaney. And then Blaney, like, literally holds off the inside lane. Like,
And
so far to the inside that it was crazy.
you know what
Dude, I
goes
still have
on?
that photo of him, of the autographed cover of him on NASCAR Heat 2.
You know what goes under the radar a little bit?
What?
Georgia teams continue to choke. You got the Falcons. You got Chase Elliott.
This will be his year, I'll tell you that right now.
Talk about,
But
about the
don't
fact
forget
that
the win
Georgia
in
chokes
17,
in
but
sports.
Don't worry, he's gonna win the Daytona 500. He totally won't run out of fuel this year. He totally won't wreck this year. He totally won't choke with 10 to go. He totally
I hope
won't.
2018 is not a record fast. I like it last year.
Yeah.
Definitely won't happen. Guarantee it.
All right. But yeah, let's get to the best finish of 2017 of the best race.
Oh, man.
Mine, I'm going to tell you this one. Even though I hated what happened with 3 laps to go, I loved that finish at Martinsville. Under the lights at the oldest track in NASCAR.
And then that big wreck that happened.
Still so mad of what Denny Hamlin did with Chase Elliott. And Kelvin
I'm
remembers
so
my
mad at what
reaction
Chase
because we were
Elliott did to
watching it
Brad
together.
Keselowski.
If you want the classic definition of a great NASCAR race, go watch Martinsville 2017 in the fall. I mean,
Yeah.
you had the rivalry, you had the
But
big
still,
wreck, you
people
had the
still complain about it. I mean, that just really pisses me off. Like, it's over already. Like, just stop complaining
I
about it.
get 20 still.
Like, I can't take it anymore. Like, I'm sick
And
of
then it
people always arguing still about that.
It continued into the next week, and the week after that, we had the payback. I mean,
And that's where it should have stopped. Like,
Where it did.
yeah, but like people,
oh
it's
right,
over now. Nothing's probably gonna ever come between them ever again. We can
I
stop
just-
complaining
And so, oh yeah, and in case as well for any of you guys that are saying about that Chase Elliott should have been suspended and parked. Here's the thing. Compare that to 2015 at Martinsville when Matt Kenseth dumped Joey Logano.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
wrecked Joey Logano. What did Chase do? He just put him in the wall and son, Robbins racing.
Yeah, but Kenseth wrecking Logano at Martinsville 2015 was beautiful.
That was
love
funny. That was funny.
That was
Yeah.
poetic justice.
All right. Anyway, continuing on.
Okay, so if you want to go to best finish of 2017, and this is just me because I'm still upset that Charlotte has got the road course race in the playoffs. It just makes me that upset. Watkins Glen 2017.
That was pretty. That was
Full
intense.
mileage race.
Yeah,
That was
You didn't know if
intense.
Martin Truex was going to make it back. Kevin Harvick didn't make it back. There was 4 cars that didn't make it back, and they were all running in the top 5. The only one that did was Martin Truex Jr., and that's why he won that race.
yeah.
He actually ran out of field at the line because Kenseth almost got him.
No, he
I
actually
lived
didn't. He kind of faked
20
it
minutes
because
from
he
there.
had enough
I
fuel to
love
do
that racetrack.
burnouts. Remember that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That is another classic. That's another thing that we NASCAR fans love. The strategy that comes down to the end of these races and who's going to make it to the line, who's not, fuel mileage and everything.
I mean, but honestly, I feel like Suarez could have contended for that win. Because coming to the white was behind him, but he just decided
I
to.
thought Daniel Suarez was going to
Another
win that
reason
race,
that I'm
actually.
still upset that Watkins Glen was not even given the opportunity to be the 3rd race in the chase is because they sell out. For the last 10 years, they have sold that racetrack out.
Amen.
Grandstand seating sold out, the camping is sold out, and general admission is sold out. And they only count grandstand seating for capacity, but I can tell you how many people were there because they release it every year. 110,000 people were there this year to watch that race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck getting that at Charlotte.
Honestly, probably my favorite finish of the 2017 season was the spring race and the Cup Series at Talladega.
That was good. Oh, my
Yeah.
That
God.
was a good one, too.
With Stenhouse winning. Man, that was.
Oh, my gosh. Guys, can someone ask me, is Talladega a real racetrack still or no?
Okay, Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
Last time
Pocono is.
no.
Let me know how Kyle feels about that.
I mean, Pocono is.
Dude, that was amazing.
Pocono is
The
great.
crowd, though, I had a friend of mine at that race, and the crowd cheering at Talladega when Sells made that pass just went wild.
Hey, you know what? Everything's great.
Yes, everything is.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Easy there. That's Marshawn Lynch. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, Stenhouse won and McMurray finished second.
So we've got
Yeah.
plate tracks. We got
Another good
Cody
race
say
was
what
when
his
Larson
was?
won at Michigan.
Michigan, yeah.
When Larson dominated at Michigan.
And when he made the 3-wide move for the winner, Michigan.
No, that was actually 4 wide.
Wait, that was 4-wide. You're right.
Yeah.
All right. So next question.
So
Let's see. We got 15 minutes.
2017 finish.
we got road course.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna say the Daytona race, the second Daytona race.
That was a good one. That was a good one, especially with all the underdogs with a chance to win. You had McDowell with a chance to win.
Michael
Ty
McDowell.
Dillon, David Reagan.
Honestly, Reagan could have won if he blocked the inside lane. Honestly.
But hey, here's the thing. That was a deja vu move that was made. 2 to go, turn 3, inside line, and then America 1776.
Just imagine if McDowell won. That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
This is my question now. Now that you've brought that race up, and that was McDowell's best finish of his career, if I'm not mistaken.
It is his best.
If McDowell wins that race, does Casey Kane get to ride in the 95 car?
No, McDowell gets extended.
That's what I think too.
All right, so to add on to this,
I honestly feel like McDowell's going to win Daytona 500 this year. I feel like he's going to do the same thing as Ryan Reed did because the 2014 July race Xfinity Series, Ryan Reed finished 4th. Then the next Daytona race, he won. So, and since McDowell finished
what happens
4th,
coming 400,
I feel like he's going to win the Daytona 500. I feel like he's going to pull off a Ryan Reed.
So we got the plate tracks, we got short track, we got road course. I'm going to add another short track into this, one that a lot of people don't mention. A lot of people complain that this racetrack was not the same after they reconfigured it. But you know what?
I've been there. I know exactly where you're going with this. I've been there since the repave. It's just good.
Well, it's not a repave.
I know where he's going.
It wasn't a repave. They reconfigured it. And Bristol, putting that what was the thing called? The tire
the tire dragon.
Oh yeah, that black stuff on the whole line.
The tire dragon
improved the racing so much at Bristol. You could say the spring or the fall race, that's some of the best racing we've had at Bristol in years.
I think we all know why you're saying the spring race.
Yeah, it's the summer race.
Yeah, the night race was good. I felt so bad for Eric Jones though, man.
But so I was at that Eric Jones race, and the thing with that race is that the only thing that stinks about that compound that they put down is that the longer they run on it in that same groove, the rubber builds up, so you can't run on that groove anymore. And that's exactly what happened to Eric Jones. So you saw him have to move up the track, and his car didn't handle up in the middle. He couldn't roll the center like he was at the bottom, so he had to get off, and that's how Kyle Busch caught him.
Yeah, but regardless of who won either of those races, it's still just the racing in general. Some of the best I've seen at Bristol in years.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tried to get Marty to go down there for the last 2 years. He won't go down.
I agree. All right, so I got an interesting question for you guys now. So Brian France was on SiriusXM Speedway, and the question came up about having an additional manufacturer into NASCAR. Could we see that happen within the next few years? I say yes. Bring Dodge back.
Dodge said they weren't leaving forever.
No,
Dodge said they just didn't have enough teams.
But Dodge also said they're not coming back.
Dodge. There's been rumors. I've seen Dodge wanting to come back.
So Dodge said they weren't done. They just didn't have enough teams to feel like they should be in the sport to begin with. When you only had, who were the last two? Keselowski and Logano that ran the Dodge. Those were the last.
No,
two.
Keselowski and it was a combination of Allmendinger and Hornish.
It wasn't Logano in that mix.
Logano didn't get told 2013. That's when Penske switched to Ford.
Bring her back, guys.
And then you had, so you have Dodge that wants to get back in. You're also going to. I was gonna say Honda's probably got to be in this mix. What about Kia?
Nissan.
Kia's
Nissan.
becoming a
Nissan.
huge manufacturer in the U.S.
Kia.
Nissan.
They have that new sports car that they just released at the Super Bowl. That Super Bowl commercial, that's a sports car.
Yeah.
I mean, it's their high-end sports car, I should say. That's like a $40,000 Kia.
See, here's
that
the
they
thing,
just
though.
released.
There's been a lot of talk with it that we're going to get another manufacturer, a fourth manufacturer in NASCAR. But we saw before ThorSport announced that they were going to join Ford, there were not many Fords in the truck series. And that concerns me just a little bit that we may not get another manufacturer maybe by 2020, 2021. It may be still down the line a bit, but just with all the talk, it still makes me retract that statement thinking that we could get it by 2020.
Yeah,
That's what I missed.
That's what I'm
We
thinking.
talked about
2020.
that. Honda and Nissan could possibly be another manufacturer in NASCAR.
I could see that happening, because if we could make it 2 and 2, 2 American manufacturers versus 2 Japanese manufacturers,
Yeah.
that'd be fine with me.
Well, going back to Michael's point is, I don't think you're going to see another edition until 2020 because in 2019 is when the new Ford body package rolls out.
With the
Oh,
Mustang, yeah.
You're not going to
Mustang.
put out another manufacturer the same year you're unrolling a Ford manufacturer's thing. So you would have to do it in 2020, or you're going to have to wait till 2022 because if I'm not mistaken, 2021 is when the new Toyota package comes out in NASCAR. So you're going to have to look and wait till 2020 when there's no manufacturer change to a car.
Mm-hmm.
You bring in the new car model, and that could be Dodge, Kia, Nissan, etc. down the line. Hell, let's bring BMW in.
The next
BMW? Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy.
The next thing you got to consider who is willing to go to that new manufacturer.
Not Hendrick. Obviously, they'd be at Chevrolet, obviously.
Your ones that would go to it would probably be your single car teams that they would form a merger like RCR just did. Not RCR. Richard Petty Motorsports just did. Maybe Roush Fenway, who's struggling as a Ford right now, maybe they jump ship and try to see if they can recreate old power.
There we go. I mean,
yeah, that's the thing. Roush has been steadily improving, and they showed it last year how far they've come.
They won 2 races. Stenhouse won 2 races. Bain had shots to win a couple races.
So they may not want to. And RCR just made a merger with RPM, so I don't think they're going to want to switch manufacturers since RPM just had to do that.
Yeah,
Hendrick would never do it.
Hendrick's not going anywhere. Hendrick's not leaving Chevy.
Motorsports, they could do better now. New Camaro.
You just had Ford Haas Racing switch to Ford last year. Joe Gitt, they're the dominant Toyota team. The dominant Toyota team is not going to switch to a new manufacturer.
Well, of course, that's never going to happen.
Which is why I'm leaning toward LeBron Family Racing.
The best team in NASCAR as of right now, the strongest team.
What about?
Marty, are you eating Chinese?
But also
tilapia.
What about maybe Penske?
I'm looking at Levine. They just switched over to Ford not too long ago, so I don't see them switching again.
Yeah, but Penske, honestly, their 2017 season, wasn't really that good.
Good point.
It was good for Keselowski. It wasn't so good for Logano, and Logano's season really turned, and he got that encumbered win.
What if Dodge comes back? If Dodge comes back, do you think Penske goes back to Dodge?
Yeah, but
if Penske goes back to Dodge, only if they get 2 other teams. If they get 2 other cars to go with them, so say Levine Family Racing's another car that goes with them, so they'll have 3 cars they could team up with, and then you get 1 more to go with them. Then you at least have 4 cars that you can battle on the restrictor plate tracks against. Because you need, as you've seen, you need restrictor plate, you need teamwork, and manufacturers now with that manufacturers championship don't work with other manufacturers toward the end of the race. They'll work with you through the race, but at the end they don't work with you. If you're not a Chevy, they're leaving you. If you're not a Ford, they're leaving you.
All right.
Here's what I would think. If Dodge, let me go ahead. If Dodge comes back, and this Camaro isn't really as successful as we're expecting it, I could see Chip Ganassi Racing making that switch back to Dodge. Because here's the thing. They were in Dodge before we had this economy crash, and they merged with Earnhardt. When they merged with DEI, they went over to the Chevrolets. I'm pretty sure Ganassi is technically still a Dodge guy, so I would not be surprised if that happened.
I was just thinking of that. I was going to mention Chip Ganassi.
Yes.
At trying to make some improvements that maybe they could go off on their own. Maybe they could start the manufacturer. Another team you could look at is possibly JTG.
I could see JTG as well.
Form up with Penske and leave RCR. I could see that. RCR hasn't really been making many improvements lately. But
Don't say we're Chevy.
Maybe the addition with a 43 will help with that.
So, who is the man who brought Dodge into the sport? Back into the sport, I should say.
I think it was a Ray Everham.
Yep, and that's
back in 2001.
Exactly who it was. Who helped build Levine Family Racing? Ray Evernham.
Did he really?
He helped jumpstart their program, yeah. Which is
Look that
why
up.
they believe Casey Kane got on there. So
I thought Levine Family Racing was just like
it was a small thing,
Texas.
but Ray Evernham,
because they have
helped him get
Texas
into the
on
sport.
their logo.
Ray Evernham helped him get
Apparently
into
they're
the
from
sport.
North Carolina as well.
So Ray Evernham could switch Levine Family Racing to a Dodge, but it's only going to happen if they can get 2 or 3 more cars to go with them. You're not going to do it if you're only going to be a single car team.
Yeah.
Would you see that Evernham funded like Dodge or something like that? Well, Levine Family Racing.
Evernham brought Dodge in because that's when he started the 9 to 19 with Casey Kane. Well, first it was Bill Elliott.
I was talking
then Casey
about
Kane took it over.
Levine Family Racing.
No, he helped Levine get into the sport. Ray Evernham did. He didn't fund them. He just helped him get the process of getting his foot off the ground into the sport.
Okay. Fair enough.
Him. So if Levine switches over to Dodge, you might get a couple others to switch over, which makes it a start. But you're going to need 4 cars that are going to switch over to make any chance of having a 4th manufacturer in the sport work, period. You can't just go with 1 or 2 cars. It's not going to happen.
Which is exactly why Penske would be the prime target for a manufacturer change, because they have their 3 cars now.
Yeah, because now they're up to
the
3.
addition of Wood Brothers, well, not the addition, but the help from Wood Brothers Racing.
Yeah. All right, so one more question real quick before we wrap the show. Let me think here. The questions I got. Oh, yeah. Real quick. Are you glad that the word encumbered is now encumbered?
Yes.
Nice.
It's stupid.
Yeah, encumbered stupid.
Why couldn't we just use a simple word saying we're stripping you of first place?
Why can't we just say, okay, they're keeping, but the thing is, okay, they get to keep the points, but they lose the win.
Yeah.
You need to lose everything if you get caught cheating. If you get caught cheating in any other sport, what happens to you? You get suspended. You lose. You don't lose the win, technically, but your player's gone for 81 games in baseball, 4 games for your first offense in football, and I believe it's a season in the NHL if you get caught cheating.
Yeah.
Why is that not a thing in NASCAR? The driver should be suspended, the crew chief should be suspended, and the pit crew should be suspended. You should be running the team.
Well, wait a second. They failed post-race inspection. It's not the driver's fault, though. He's just driving the car. If it's the driver's fault, then he's, like, wrecking the thing, or he's, like, trying to cut the corner or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't care. That's part of that you're not going to get rid of cheating if you're not going to punish the driver for his crew chief and pit's actions. I'm sorry, you're not going to get rid of it. Yeah. That's the price that the driver and team has to make if you're going to allow that to happen.
Come on, guys. I like being inconsistent.
Yeah, but guys, I have a quick question though. What if Darrell Wallace Jr. wins the Daytona 500 in the 43?
Bold prediction: he wins the Coke Zero 400.
What if Darrell Wallace Jr. does win the Daytona 500?
Greatest upset in NASCAR history. Done.
I'll be the first person on Twitter to congratulate him.
That would be historic.
Well, if he wins it, I'll be there for it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it looks like a bunch of you guys are saying that Yeah, we're glad that Uncovered is uncovered. All right.
Encumbered's stupid.
So, with that said, that's going to do it for the first episode of Season 3 of Motorsports. Excuse me. This dinner's burping, making me burp. Next episode of Motorsports 360 is going to be this Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget, we're going to keep your calls going. Thursday when discussion time begins. Just go on Google Hangouts and just send me a message saying, hey, you want to come on the show? And we'll get you in. Thursday, we'll be previewing the Clash, the ARCA race, and drag racing kicks off this weekend as well, and the World of Outlaws as well, if I'm correct.
World of Outlaws is next weekend, I believe.
ARCA comes early this year.
Yeah, ARCA is this Saturday. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun show, making the predictions for that. So,
Follow us on
for
Twitter.
Justin, for Cody, for Kelvin, for Michael, I'm Marty saying so long. You've been watching Motorsport 360. Have a good one. Say bye, everyone.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Thursday.
In a Dodge.